Hi, my name is Travis Schiffner. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I used to be an actor. Now I'm a paramedic for a local company here in Dallas, Fort Worth. And I've done a lot of things with my life, but there's one thing that has been kind of a constant through my entire life, and that is my passion for diet, health, and nutrition. I've always been interested in it. Specifically, when I was an actor, it was one thing that I constantly struggled with. You constantly had to be aware of your weight. You constantly had to be aware of what you looked like. And it was a struggle. I went up and down. I ballooned up. I had one agent tell me, "You're too fat. You either need to get fat or get in shape. You can't be in between." And, you know, at the time, that was true. That's what you couldn't be in between. So as a paramedic now, and over the last 4 or 5 years, you think as a paramedic that you're going to see, the majority of what you're going to see is going to be car accidents and stabbings and shootings and traumatic injuries and bones broken and all this stuff. But the reality is that's not what we deal with at all. And you can ask, most healthcare professionals will tell you the majority of what we deal with is chronic illness. It's heart disease. It's diabetes. It's chronic illnesses that come up that are half the problem is the way we take care of ourselves. Cancer, and it's not all. Some of it's genetic, but the big majority of it is how we take care of ourselves. I had a guy about 4 weeks ago, and this kind of put everything in perspective for me. He was 52 years old, or 52 years young, which is not very old. He'd had 2 cardiac bypass surgeries, 6 stents put in, and he'd had 2 heart attacks at 52. And I went through the usual. He's having a heart dysrhythmia, so we had to take him from a small hospital to a bigger hospital so he could get some cardiac care. And I went through the norm, how are you feeling? Are you having shortness of breath? And I asked him, I said, you having any chest pain? And he said, no, I'm not having any chest pain. He said, damn it, I just don't feel good. He said, I'm tired of not feeling good. I just want to feel good again. And he was so downtrodden and just, I really felt for the guy, because this is it for him. 52, there's no answer for him. They can arrest the disease to a point, but it's going to progress. I thought, man, how is it you just want to feel good? He didn't tell me, hey, I want more surgeries. I want them to find a miracle cure. I want them to quit doing surgeries on me. He just wanted to feel good. That was it. So that led me to the question, what is health? What is your health? What is it? I mean, for most people, the health is not something they worry about until they don't have it anymore. Then they're worried about it. I think I've cornered it down to 3 things. One is health and fitness is the body that you want, right? I mean, it's the body that you want and you deserve. That's different for everyone. Whether you want to lose 20 or 30 pounds, you want to look good in a swimsuit, you just want to tone up a little bit, or you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you want to look like a Victoria's Secret model, it's all different for everybody, and that's okay. So the body that you want is part of your health and fitness. The other thing is your health, your actual not having disease, dis-ease in the body. That's a huge part of your health. So, and I found that the majority of problems with your health, especially things like heartburn, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, even those people that are taking type 2 diabetes, even those people that are taking medications for those things, it's an easy cure. It is an easy cure. It takes some time, it takes some effort, and it takes some know-how. But you can get off all those medications, and you can lose the weight and change your life, absolutely change your life. The third thing is what that guy told me. I mean, it's your energy. It's your sense of vitality. I mean, you can have the perfect body, the perfect health, and if you feel like dog crap, then it doesn't do you a bit of good. I mean, part of the whole thing about your health and fitness is so you can feel good, so you can go out and you can go tackle the things that you want to tackle in your life, right? I mean, that's part of having health and fitness is feeling good and having the energy to do what you want to do with your body. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes. So it's my first YouTube video. It might be a little bit clunky, but you're just going to have to kind of bear with me. So I named the video the $40 billion question. So what is the $40 billion question? The $40 billion question is, how in the world can the diet and nutrition industry make $40 billion a year and fail so epically at getting you the body you want, the health you deserve, and the energy that you're meant to have? Well, part of that problem is they shoot for short term. They make promises, right? And we all want the easy way out. We all want the easy one pill that you can take that will change everything. You want that one little thing. I can drink this tea and that's going to change my whole life. And I would love to tell you that you can eat a cup of broccoli a day and it's going to change the way you feel, change your health, and change everything. And you'll never have to worry about another thing as long as you live. But the truth is, there's no panacea. There's just not. They don't exist. So there's some things you can do to drastically change your body, your health, and the way you feel, but there is no panacea. And they buy into that. This the next diet. This is going to be the one thing that's going to change my life forever. And you know what? They just don't exist. The truth is you structure some hard work around some strong science, and then you're going to get the results that you want. The other thing that I've run into is people know what to do. People know exactly what to do. People know what foods are bad for you. What foods are bad for you? People know. They know. Red meat, hamburgers, cheese pizza, French fries, fried foods. What foods are good for you? Vegetables, right? Broccoli, salads, all these things that people know these foods are good for them, but they don't do it. And why don't they do it? If you know it's good for you, then why don't you do it? First of all, you're fighting Mother Nature. Your body is designed to take in more calories than it burns. You're putting on weight for the winter. The problem is Jack, winter ain't coming. And so we're preparing for winter every day. And it's turning us into huge people is what it's doing. And it's making us very unhealthy. So you're fighting your genetics to eat. Your body's designed to crave calorie-rich foods. It's very smart. And outsmarting it is next to impossible. So most people know what to do. So like Robin says, 20% is mechanics and 80% of this is psychology. And I can't think of an area that is more true than health and fitness, because people know what to do and they just don't do it. So one of the things that I want to do over the next couple months is get the psychology right, to drive you towards the one goal that you can do, to paint a picture that's so dynamic and so compelling for you that you quit the crazy 8. And I'll tell you what the crazy 8 is. The crazy 8 is what most of us go through, and I've gone through it. You start to feel bad. You start to really feel bad, and you're like, you get to the point where you're fed up. You know what? I'm fed up. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to go on a diet. So then you trash everything. You go on a diet. You go out. You read a bunch of books, and you start. And you get some momentum, and you really start kicking ass, and you start losing weight and getting some results, and then you get complacent. And then as you start to get complacent, you start to bring up old habits, and as old habits come up, then you start losing traction, and you start gaining the weight back. And then you get frustrated again, and you're like, damn it, I knew this was going to happen again. And it's a crazy 8, and you go back and forth in this crazy 8 pattern. So I want to go over the psychology of that over the next couple months and really drive forward the goals so you can get out of the roller coaster, so you can make strong progressive progress towards the goal that you want. The other thing is the diet plan. How many times have you heard that there's something bad for you to find out 3 weeks later it's good for you? This week it was green tea. Next week it'll be black tea is the best thing for you. And then you can eat 50 bananas a day, and it's ridiculous. It is so frustrating. Most people don't even know where to start. They don't even know where to start. So I want to get the science behind it, tell you exactly what you need to do, exactly the plan, so that you know what, to get the results that I want, I have to do this. And if you're not getting the results, this is why, and you change that. I want to get the certainty for yourself that you know exactly what to do, and why you're not getting the results is because you ain't doing it. Also show you how to eat and what to eat so that you can take your health back into your own hands. So you can get better, so you can get off a lot of these medications. Guys, a lot of these medications, it's easy to get off of them. probably the easiest one, the first 2 weeks that you start this, is you're going to stop having heartburn. Oh my God, so many people have heartburn. This is going to go away. And people are like, oh, I've been having heartburn for 5 years. That's an easy fix. The third thing that we'll tackle is the exercise, the one thing that nobody wants to do. And one of the things that I want to find activities and exercises that are interesting for you and show you how to do them in a way that you can get the body that you want. And not only that, show you a way to do them where they're more fun and better for you than what you were doing before. I mean, let's face it, look at your kids. If you have kids, if not, look at when you were a kid. You didn't exercise. You didn't make yourself go to the gym and ride a bike. You went out and played tag. Now, I'm not suggesting you go out and tag your neighbors and say, hey man, you ready for a game of tag? But activities that you like to do, whether it be yoga, basketball, whatever that is, to show you a more dynamic way to do them and how to have more fun doing them. So before I go, in the next couple months, I keep saying that, but I want to try and post a video a week. But over the next couple months, I'm going to really start tagging some of these videos so we can tackle a lot of these things. Before I go today, I wanted to leave you with two things. One is one of my pillars of health that I talk about. I call it the half and half rule. And one of the things that I did with the pillars is I wanted to make them simple, because people, if it's not simple, people just won't do it. So when you eat breakfast, whatever that is for you, hopefully it's oatmeal or cereal or something like that. Whatever that breakfast is for you, half of the bowl or half of the plate, we're going to make fruit. Raw, fresh fruit. Doesn't matter what it is. Mangoes, apple slices, I don't care what it is. Frozen berries is fine. Any kind of fruit, but half of that bowl should be fruit. Every other meal you eat throughout the day, unless it's a snack and you're eating fruit, half of that plate should be vegetables. And green vegetables, guys, like broccoli, kale, salad's fine. There's some fantastic fat-free dressings. You can buy them at local supermarkets made by Maple Grove Farms, I think it is. They have fantastic fat-free dressings. But half of that plate, and I'm not talking about ranch, guys. I'm talking like low-cal, fat-free dressings. Half of that plate should be vegetables. Now, that's going to do two things. One, it's going to get you in the habit of eating fruits and vegetables, because the average American takes in a half a serving of vegetables a day, which is usually the ketchup they put on their French fries. It's sad, but it's true. So it's going to get you to change your tastes, start eating fruits and vegetables on a regular basis. It's going to give you a ton of fiber, vitamins and nutrients, phytonutrients and minerals that your body is absolutely craving, and can help you start to heal yourself and feel better. And it's going to take up about half of your calorie count. I mean, a big part of your calories is bulk roughage. So you're going to cut your calories probably at least by a third, if not half. The other thing I wanted to leave you with two inspirational quotes. One you've heard over and over and over again, I'm sure. But if you do what you've always done, you're going to get the results you've always gotten. I mean, that's the definition of insanity. So if you want different results, you're going to have to do some different things. I want to show you that. And the other one is from Tony Robbins. And he wrote this. I'm just going to read it because I couldn't remember it. But you are now at a crossroads. This is your opportunity to make the most important decision you will ever make. Forget your past. Who are you now? Who have you decided you're going to be? Don't think of who you have been. Who are you right now? Who have you decided to become? Make this decision consciously, make it carefully, and make it powerfully. I'll be putting up videos. Hopefully I'll get one up next week, guys. And just remember, I'm going to leave you. Your Creator blessed you with a Ferrari. If you treat it like a Pinto, it's going to run like a Pinto.